I've played these games before! I said I've played these games before! Oh, you have now, have you? What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're taking a look at Squid Game Season 1. So we haven't in fact played these games before, we are taking a look back at the first season, because I never talked about it when it first came out on the channel, so, well, because Season 2's come out, I've decided to jump backwards and take a look at the first season of Squid Game, which has 9 episodes, all roughly around an hour each, so you can easily watch it all in one day, in under 9 hours if you did want to, like I did when it first came out as well. I have recently watched it again, and I've watched Season 2 as well, so expect a Season 2 review coming out tomorrow, because we're taking a look at Season 1 today. So without any further delay, I say we go to Google and see what they have to say. So, Squid Game Season 1 is a 2021 thriller, and it has a 8 out of 10 on IMDb and 89% on Rotten Tomatoes. You can watch it on Netflix, and hundreds of cash strapped contestants accept an invitation to compete in the children's games for a temporary prize. But the stakes are very deadly. So how the story actually goes is with our first episode of our main character basically being treated like shit by his mum. He's down on his luck, he doesn't have any money, and he needs money quickly, so he plays in a little bit of a street game with this slapper guy in the subway, and then he agrees to go into the games. They go into the games and they play red light, green light, and they work out that this is a death game. He gets saved by one of his yet to become friends, and he builds himself a little bit of a crew. His crew consists of a childhood friend with glasses, him, a girl, and another dude. And they're like quite tight. The girl has a girlfriend, and they continue to play the games together. There is a pretty big butch dude who's got his own gang in there. He's got his own girlfriend, and they're pretty much the bullies, the dickheads, the ones who want to win and basically get as many kills. The second game is cookie cutter, and you basically stand behind a door, circle, triangle, square, or umbrella. And if you stand behind umbrella, you have to cut out an umbrella. A lot more people die in this one, and then we go to the next game, which is tug of war. And you basically get split into groups of 5, 4, 4, 5, and you gotta tug the other team off the cliff. And when they fall to their death, they fall to their death, and if you don't, you win. Then, I do believe there is a fight that night in the arena, and a lot of people die in that fight, and most people survive. We then have the marble game. And in the marble game, you team up with one other person, and whoever wins the marble game wins. So we have our main character team up with the old guy. He wins, he beats his marbles. The old guy seems to be losing his marbles. And we then have the two girls partner up, and obviously one of the girls sacrifices himself for the other one, and then the other guy teams up with the other dude and tricks him and just takes the marbles and gnashes. He takes the marbles and fucking dashes him, absolutely skedaddles, runs away, and gets him murked. So a lot of betrayal, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of upset in this time, and I did actually cry when that girl sacrificed herself. I cried because it was very sad. The next game is the sort of glass bridge jump, and we lose everybody else except for our main 3. And unfortunately, our main girl, in the explosion of glass, gets stabbed, and I think she got done extremely fucking dirty. They all get put in suits, and they all get put on their last meal. It is a fucking fantastic meal, and she dies in the night. It is then up to him and his childhood friend to, scrap it out in a Squid Game tournament. He wins, he dies, he gets some money, goes home, and goes on holiday, and decides to turn back. The subplot is a police officer who's looking for his brother, sneaks into the games, gets into the masked guys, undercovers some secrets, and then gets shot at the end of the season. Gotta be honest, it is a pretty interesting season. This is the first time anything like this has ever been put out into TV. A lot of people tried to copy it. We have the real-life version take place on Netflix. We have the Mr. Beast one. We have a load of games in Roblox and Fortnite trying to copy it. And it is just a big, massive sensation. Everybody loves it. Everybody went as these guys for Halloween, and I think it is incredible. I even took part in the cookie comb challenge, and I think I referenced it in some food reviews because Connor had a green tracksuit like this one. So it was a pretty big sensation. I'm surprised I didn't talk about it more on the channel. However, my favourite character got done so fucking dirty, and I was so upset that she got done so fucking dirty. That should not have counted. The glass explosion should not have counted. They should have at least stitched her up or fucking something. That was done so fucking dirty, and I hated it. That pissed me off. The games were quite exciting, they were thrilling. We didn't know who was going to live or die. There was so much suspense with every episode because we didn't know what was coming next, and the betrayal of 001 being a bad guy, the guy who set it all up, was fucking insane. There was creepy dudes watching it from the cameras, and it was being posted online as well, which is insane, and like the dark web. So it is very creepy, very unsettling. It had big undertones of how people will do pretty much anything for money, and rich people being that bored and have that much money that they're willing to sort of put other people's lives in danger to do stuff like this to entertain themselves. It is a pretty big meta commentary on I forgot what it's called, capitalism, there we go. It is a big big thing on capitalism, and no one really took that seriously. No one took that message away. Everyone took of, ooh, fun games, death, fun, gore, disgust. We were basically like the dudes sat in the chairs with the masks. We ate this shit right up, and we continue to eat this shit right up with the Mr. Beast one, the homemade one on Netflix, with us doing these challenges at home, with us playing it on Fortnite and also on Roblox. We are buying merchandise, the masks, the costumes, the Funko Pops. We are sort of keeping this cycle going, this cruel sort of death game. We're watching it, we're taking part in it, we are enjoying it. We are the ones with the money, watching with our time, and we're just like the fat bald white guys who are sat watching this and watching them die. It is cruel, it's awful, but it's entertaining. It is. I'm guilty of this as well. I thought this was an incredible show. I thought this was really entertaining. There were so many twists and turns which I didn't expect, and I was criticized for watching it in dub because I struggle with reading, and I'm not afraid to admit that. I struggle with reading. That's why I watch it in dub. I struggle with reading. I can't read as quickly as they're talking. It is hard for me. It gives me a headache. I can't read and watch at the same time, so I end up missing details. It's a whole ordeal, and I'm okay with admitting that. A lot of people have been going around saying, if you can't watch it in subbed, you just can't read. Just admit it. You're just incapable of reading. That's fine. I can't read. I'm okay with saying that. I can read, but I'm very slow. I struggle at reading. That is something which I've always struggled with. So I'm okay with that. It's fine. And I watch anime in dubbed as well. I don't give a shit. It is easier for me to watch. I just want to sit there and enjoy it. And as long as I'm enjoying it and not hurting anybody, that's completely fine. If you want to watch it in sub, go for it. You do you, boo. If that's what you prefer, that's what you prefer. I can't stop you, and my opinion won't change how you feel. Your opinion won't change how I feel. Simple as that. Anyway, back to the actual Squid Games. The amount of twists and turns in there was very good. It had brilliant suspense with the music. The game seemed easy, but with this really big, sinister twist, which is very creative and done in such a clever way. Most of these games I've never heard of before, never played before. I have never played Tug of War. I've heard of it, but I've never fucking played it. I've never played Squid Game. I have never played this Marvel game, and I've never played this Cookie Cutter game. These are all new games to me, so it is very new, very sort of exciting, and something which I really liked, because it's something that we haven't seen before back in 2021. It's been running to the ground by now. So it has this really big sort of success, and that's what it's going to struggle with when Season 2 comes around and Season 3. It's going to struggle to reach that peak of success. Everybody was in lockdown. Everybody was in COVID. We was already living this sort of Black Mirror type episode that more Black Mirror type shit, we were just going to eat right up. It was good. Everybody was talking about it. Everybody was posting about it on social media. It was this big, big craze, and I jumped on it as well. It was good. It was great. I enjoyed it, and I'm saying that as part of the problem. I'm saying that as part of the problem. Like, everybody missed the point of this series, and I missed the point as well. That's fine. I watched it and was like, oh my god, blood, gore, death, destruction. Cool, let's go. Exciting, exhilarating, keeping me on edge, keeping me on my toes, keeping me fresh on my feet, and that's what I got distracted by. But the undertones of people doing this for money, I have never been in a position where I would have done these games for money. Fair enough. There is a lot of things I do for money. Like, £20 is £20, bro. Like, come on, cough it up. But I wouldn't take part in these games because that shit is insane. Like, holy shit, I want to leave. I want to leave. Also, they get you in the sign up. There is so much like devious activity happening in the background with the contract that they sign, the fake sort of, oh, you have free will type shit. No, you don't. No, you don't. It's not your free will. It's a collective free will. It's not one person. If you want to leave, you can go. It is a group. If you want to leave, you can go. And I really thought it was really good. It was groundbreaking entertainment, and it is still holds up today, actually, as well, to be fair. Fair enough, I've seen it before, so the impacts, the suspense, the drama, the shock twists didn't affect me as much as they did first time round, but I still think it is very good, and I'm going to give it a solid 10 out of 10. So, other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this YouTube video. I will see you all in the next one. I hope you all have an incredible day, and goodbye. Stay home and stay safe. Come back tomorrow for number 2, and that's pretty much all I have to say, so bye. Red light. Green light.